You got to make a reservation. It's very difficult to get in.
Well, it's okay. I'll use the service entrance. I'll see you at 9.
Welcome
And bienvenidos
to another episode of Service Entrance People. I am Boomer.
And I'm Pixie. Hola.
Hola, Pixie. For those of you who are new to the show, just jumping in, this podcast is for and about the gritty, underpaid, underprivileged service industry workers of the world.
Unite.
We have made some wrong turns in our lives. No matter what, we have ended up here in these jobs where our talents, our arts, our skills have done nothing for us. And we are here dealing with the infamous Karens and Florida Man.
Florida Man.
And Mr. and Mrs. Von Uppity on a daily basis. Day in and day out, we walk through the parking lot of broken dreams and enter through that specially marked door. You know the one.
The service entrance door.
That is the door. If you are interested in listening and sharing in the war stories of the industry, or if you're curious as to what us
the hell
are really thinking, we are going to educate you with stories of the strange, shocking, and hilarious, because the only way we can get through the day is by laughing.
That's true. There's something about this industry that we've come to truly love. And, you know, with all the horror stories and the rants and the bitching that we have to work at work, we kid because we care. There's nothing else we'd rather really be doing except maybe
this podcast.
Correctamundo.
Also, please do us a favor. If we aren't for you, listen anyway. Hate listen.
Rage listen.
Binge or heckle us, because we know that the only thing that's better in this world than a good horror movie is what, Pixie?
A terrible horror movie.
Damn, Skippy. One last disclaimer. This show, much like the industries that we talk about, comes with some spicy fucking language.
Ay, 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 muy caliente.
You have been forewarned. Make sure that you are listening, subscribing, sharing, rating, and reviewing. It's those last two right there. Rate and review. 5 stars. Leave us a review on whatever platform you are listening to. It makes a difference by putting in words. Don't know why, but them's the rules, kids.
Yeah, escribir.
Ooh, look at you. Dropping a little Espanol.
You got to tap that predictive text button 5 times. We need to see something.
Cinco.
It helps push us up the charts.
And we love us some charts. If you would like to be a part of this podcast, by all means, serviceentrancepeople@gmail.com. Drop us a story. Tell us something funny. Engage us. Delight us. Regale us with your tales so that we can tell the world.
Absolutely. You can also message us on Facebook at Service Entrance People Podcast, or you can DM us at Service Entrance People Pod.
Girl, who's all up in your DM?
Hopefully people who love this podcast.
I hope so, too. You can also, if you are not a fan of the written word, give us a buzz. Leave us a voicemail on our very personal voicemail box, 854-345-7721. Nobody answers the phone. It's strictly a voicemail for you to call up and tell what crazy things that you have seen, what speckles of humanity have dropped into your sphere of living that you just need to get out.
And don't worry if it does the little buzz on you and it cuts you off. You just call right back and continue where you left off. We'll patch it together so that way everybody can hear your voice on the air.
And you can tell all of your friends, dude, tune into Service Entrance People. You're going to hear my voice telling that crazy story about the time Marcy did that fucking thing.
Absolutely.
Fucking Marcy.
Fucking Marcy.
You can also be a part of the show by becoming a producer. Patreon.com/serviceentrancepeople. Any level of producer sponsorship, the Florida Man, the Karen, the Von Uppity, you will be able to get free things, merchandise, that is.
Absolutely.
You will get access to bonus content.
Ooh la la.
And if you are an executive producer, we will say your name on the podcast.
Over again.
Over and over ad nauseum. It's pretty damn prestigious. Also, if you want to donate to the show but don't want to maybe make a 12-month commitment, PayPal is your pal. What's our PayPal, Pix?
At Service Entrance Peeps.
Be a peep and support your favorite podcast. That'd be us.
Also, we're highly sponsorable, so if you would like us to say your product over and over again or tell everyone how much we love it,
please email us, serviceentrancepeople@gmail.com. Get in touch with us. I still want Service Brewing Company out of Savannah.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean,
that
would be ideal.
That's the one.
That's your whale?
That's my whale right now because I want the Shifty of the Week to be sponsored.
Yeah, that's true. Mine is a bit bigger. I want Duolingo.
Yeah, that would be amazeballs.
Right?
Duo, literally, we've been all up in you. My streak is like 600 and like coming up on 680 days now
Yeah.
in a row that I
fucked
have
mine up by
duoed.
going to Florida.
You missed
but
one day in the last like 2.5 years or
I
whatever.
know,
2
and
years.
it ruined my streak.
It did. And it made me look better than you, but I'm not because you actually functionally know more. So, damn you. You're also, half Puerto Rican, so
That
you
has
do have
nothing to
a
do with
leg up on
anything.
me on the linguists.
My Japanese is far better. That being said, let's lock the doors, crank up the real music, and crack our shifties.
Shifty of the week. I am going to start off because my shit's it's not exciting anymore.
Oh, okay.
Because I bought myself a 6-pack of the Sam Adams Cold Snap.
Oh, so that's just going to be a
I'm just
recur.
gonna just for a couple shifts.
Okay.
I'm gonna slam me some Sammy. So let
You do
me
that.
go ahead and do this right here. That was not as good as they've been in the past.
Yeah, there's normally a better snap.
Yeah, but you know what? We've become very involved with the Sam Adams Cold Snap White Ale. So, cheers.
Alrighty. So mine.
Yours.
Which I couldn't wait to open, so it's already
Yeah, you got
opened.
greedy on that one too.
Hey.
In a good way.
Is Circa du Solar
Ooh.
wood-aged sour.
Wood.
Now, this is by Riverdog Brewing Company.
Now, they are out of Ridgeland, South Carolina, if I do recall correctly.
That would be correct.
I'm so correct.
They actually won the silver medal from Great American Beers Festival this past fall.
Fuck yeah.
So congratulations to them, and let's see how it tastes.
Is it good?
It's got a nice oaky flavor, not too sour. Definitely, I don't know, I've liked the sours lately. It's
You
just-
really have. You've been
it's-
on super sour kick.
It's playful. It's different from the other ones, though. It's not as fruity
Okay.
as the other ones.
Is it
But
more soury?
No. It's just it's I don't know. It kind of reminds me of a stout.
Interesting.
Yeah,
A sour stout.
Yeah, it's an interesting beer.
Okay.
So that.
My big question for you is, much like Kenny Rogers Roasters, is it the wood that makes it good?
I would believe so.
Okay. I'm not hip on all those brewing
Yeah.
mechanisms there. Thank you to River Dog, even though we bought that out of you bought that out of your own pockets.
Yeah. Wheeze appreciates you.
We do. And it is time to get into this here episode, Pixie.
Yeah.
So, this week's episode 22, is entitled Alien Abductions and Assorted Callouts.
What?
This is the episode where we talk about all of the crazy bullshit that people say when they are fake calling out. Well, I mean, calling out for real, but with fake excuses.
I'm sick.
I dyed my hair green by accident, and so now I can't come because my fingernails are green.
I smelled ant pheromones, and now they control my brain, and I joined a cult.
I've been living under the ground for the last 2 days with the mole people. I need to go follow this path.
I'm filled with reptile eggs in my brain.
Oh, I've heard about that. That's been a thing recently. I think I saw that on the news, actually.
Oh my God.
All right, Pix. So let's get into some of this crazy bullshit, shall we?
Yeah, lead the way.
Oh, I get to lead the way.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
All right. I guess the proper endpoint on this
Mm-hmm.
would be to say that this is the first week of doing this show in 5.5 months that I have almost wanted to call out.
Yeah, that's what I figured you would say.
Yeah.
That we wish we could call out from life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, not from the show necessarily, but this
From life.
week I definitely needed a tap out.
Yeah.
Like,
Adulting is hard.
It really is. And that's kind of why we're doing this episode right now.
Yeah.
Because absolutely this was the ultimate. Every single day this last week,
Mhm.
I had to not, physically not, go to my phone and text my GM and say, hey, buddy, so ...
Hey.
and then fill in something great. There was one day, I'm not going to lie to you this week, where I looked at the hammer that I have in my toolbox under the bed and was like, just smack my thumb with that thing real good once and be like, I can't come in. I have to go to the hospital.
Jesus, that is some serious stuff.
I need.
Do I need to worry about you?
I mean, I'm okay mentally. I'm sort of
Mentally,
okay.
that does not seem sound.
That's super sound.
No,
that's Sound of
that
music
sounds
right
like
there.
You need to be committed.
No.
That sounds like
good.
they're coming to take me away. Ha ha, hee hee, to the funny farm where life is happy and gay. Did I break you?
The funny thing is that musically, you and I will either go to the exact same place with a reference or go completely opposite.
Yeah.
And so you went there, and I went Mudvayne with Nothing to Gain.
Oh, yeah, yours was cooler.
Yeah, I was going straight serial killer thematic on that. So maybe I'm not okay.
I was going Killer Clowns in
I
Outer
know.
Space type of whimsical.
Yeah, and I went dark.
Yeah, you went dark. I'm
Shit,
worried about
maybe
you.
I'm not okay.
I don't think you are.
Fuck. Is this how breakthroughs happen?
I don't know, but I know that this is how breakdowns start.
That's true. Wow, you're fucking smart, Pixie. I've known you for a long time.
Wow.
Yeah, I've
and
known
you're just
you.
realizing this now?
No, but I realize that I have not said that in front of an audience of the entire world.
The entire world.
The entire world has
That is
access
awfully
to
optimistic.
this show.
That's true.
You know what?
I see what you did.
I'm keeping my feet on the ground, but I'm reaching for the stars, just like Casey motherfucking Kasem. All right? So, take that. All right. Let's get into this shit, shall we?
Yep.
I have had the pleasure of working with a mother-daughter combo on multiple occasions,
Nice.
right? It's, family.
Yeah.
Family's important.
Family oriented.
It's a big deal.
I dig it.
So it's been on a couple of different levels. Like there have been family members who were like front of house, back of house, mother and daughter who were like a server and a busser, or a server and a runner, or like a bartender and a server. But one time, I worked with a mother-daughter manager and host.
Oh, a nepotism situation.
I mean, not really. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't like I'm hiring my daughter because she's my daughter. It was I don't know. I walked into the situation, but it was a pre-existing condition.
I get you. Wink, wink.
Right.
Nudge, nudge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
My mom
totally
didn't
fine.
hire me either at a nursing home. She had her boss do it.
There you go.
But like, she still was like the director of nursing.
If my dad ever worked in a profession that I worked, I know with like ironclad certainty that my father would not come fucking close to employing me.
He's a smart man.
Not even like by accident.
I love you. I would rather pay you to sit at home than have you in my work area.
No, I love you. Get out would be
Aww.
that. Like, I love you, but you're terrible.
You know what, though? That's what I respect about your dad.
I love the guy. He's amazing, but I'm just we're being real here.
I mean, he terrifies me, but I respect him.
As all 5'6.5" Jewish men.
You know, the first time I met him, I thought he was like
Super tall.
Yeah, I thought he was like 6 foot.
Yeah. Well,
That's how scared I was.
well, I mean, so for those that don't know, my father is an author and an artist.
Oh,
And
God, I love his work.
yeah, and so you had read some of his stuff, and so that's why you're like, oh, he's a
I'm
big
like a
thing.
huge fangirl of your father's writing. Absolutely.
There's a reason why I'm the lesser son.
Yeah.
Okay, he earned that. But anyway, getting back to all of this. We had the mother-daughter manager-host combo,
Yeah.
and every now and then I would get text messages from mother
Okay.
on usually a day where she was not working,
Okay.
but her daughter was supposed to.
Okay.
And I would get the mother telling me that the daughter was not going to be able to make it in.
She's grounded.
No.
Oh.
No. This was more like, my daughter can't come in today because she's crying.
Oh, okay.
That's it. That's the end. That was the entirety.
Period. Sentence.
That was the entirety of the text message that I received.
Full stop.
She cannot come in today because she's crying.
Okay. I don't even know where to.
If I could have a day off for every time I cried before work,
I would never work.
ever, there would be none.
If
Nunca.
I gotta say, if you picked crying where no one else could see, like when
Yeah,
I
I'm
cry
just saying. I'm
in
just
the
saying
shower,
crying in general. Yeah.
where
So
I don't
you
know
can't
if
tell
I'm
if it's the
at
tears, or the water. Yep.
Water,
Mhm.
yes,
Yes, BoJack.
that would be me almost every day.
I don't know how else a normal human being starts their day other than crying in the shower.
Yeah,
Again, well-adjusted people do that all the time, right?
that's in this industry.
It's the bitter sting of tears.
It's how we season the food with our salty, salty tears.
So there's my daughter can't come in. She's crying. I also got one that was my daughter didn't realize that she was on the schedule today.
Okay.
So rather than the next sentence being
She's going to be late.
she's going to be late, it was so she's not coming in today.
Oh, where's the... See, now my mom would be pissed.
Right.
Like, I never could... Seriously, like, you've seen...
Yes.
There's
yes.
just no way.
Yes, she's a terrifying little woman.
If I was to say, Mom, I'm late, she would be like,
With
why?
your period?
No, like, why are you late? What do you mean you're going to be late? Do I need to come and pick you up? Like,
I will drag you kicking and screaming out of the house.
I will make you not late. I will adjust clocks. You will be here on time. Seriously.
Yeah.
So I don't
Yeah.
get that. Like, where's the motherly sense of responsibility
Yeah.
there? That's odd.
My dad was also very much instilled in me the whole like if you're 5 minutes early, you're on time. If you're on
yeah.
time, you're late.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like consequences, man. So yeah. But didn't realize she was working today, so she's just not going to come in.
Well,
now,
that's interesting.
Now here was the weird dynamic. I outranked the mother at work.
Ooh.
In the hierarchy, but she outranked me in that the daughter didn't come out of my vagina.
And you said you walked into this situation, so
Right.
there's a little bit of a level of like grandfathered
Weird
in.
shit had probably gone on before I got there.
Yeah, like everyone's used to this, it seems.
Right. So it was a very perplexing situation for me to deal with, but always entertaining. Because
well, there you
I
have it.
knew that if the daughter wasn't there by a certain time, that I could totally expect a text message within like 15 to 20 minutes
Mhm.
of some amazing, wonderful, totally legit reason why. And she never texted me or called me herself. It was always the mom.
Wow.
Always the mom.
Super weird.
Yeah.
That's
Can you
kooky.
can you imagine being like, "Hey mom, can you make up an excuse and call out of work for me?"
Oh my mother, like, again, my mother would quicker slap me upside the head than, like, I don't call my mom unless I'm dying.
Yeah.
That's how she knows how much pain I am in.
Yeah.
If I'm like, okay, so I'm legitimately worried about this medical condition.
And
How
even
bad?
then,
How bad?
even then, like if you were to,
Yeah.
I don't know, smack one of like two of your leg bones physically off of your foot,
Yeah.
she would also hang up on you. Like you should get that maybe taken care of. Click.
All right, well let's give her, that was my mom can't handle surprise stress, but I will admit that when my appendix was about to rupture
Mhm.
and I went to the hospital and needed to be operated on, I totally didn't call her. Like we happened to be texting because my stepfather was very sick and sadly he did pass away, but we were both in the hospital at the same time. And so that was the only way my mother found out. I would have never told her I had had an appendectomy.
Wow. This is a dark fucking show. I'm just gonna like at this point.
No, it's just like
No,
call out wise.
The horses, but I'm saying like
Yeah.
the underlying thing right now, the horses are out of the barn in this. Like this is a fun topic that we decided to do, but somehow you and I have taken this so
Aw.
dark.
Come on, if you can't laugh at it, what's it good for? What's all the suffering for?
Absolutely nothing. Say it again.
What's the suffering for?
Absolutely nothing. Huh.
There you go.
Thank you.
One of the weird ones that I had personally in my life,
Personal time. Just
Yeah.
just us girls.
just between us girls.
Yes.
These are always fun. I had this friend, right?
Okay.
And he was the type of guy that when he was super into someone, they dominated his world. And it was one of those things where he couldn't let them have their own life.
He got blinded by the nookie.
No, it wasn't the nookie, actually. That would have been normal for him.
Was he just like codependent?
Yes.
Gent?
Like, I'm going to become I don't know, parasitic insect and live off your soul.
Wow. Again, dark.
Yeah. The thing about this was that his ridiculous call out was he had this girlfriend. And
Can we call her Amber?
Sure, Amber.
Yes.
So he's dating Amber.
Hey, Amber.
And he started calling out of work to the point that he got fired. The reason why? He felt like his job was getting in the way of him spending time with her.
Well, I mean, jobs can be inconvenient in that way.
But I'm pretty sure he was in his like late 20s. Come on, dude. You have to be an adult at some point. You have to. And this wasn't like they'd been dating for a number of years. It was
new.
I just met this person and I'm so into her. I have to get rid of everything in my life and then just live with her. And
so he was a wackadoo.
Yeah, he's a fucking wackadoo.
Wow.
Sweet guy. Fucking wackadoo.
Wow. Two things. One, we actually have a very good listener in Massachusetts named Amber.
Oh,
so
hi, Amber.
I didn't mean that like negatorily about you.
Oh, no, we
by the
just
way.
pick names.
You're a
It's a
delight
weird thing.
and we love you. Second, can you imagine? Okay, so he rationalized that
Oh, yeah.
to himself. Like, this is for the relationship is taking me into good places and the job is steering me away from that. So the job has to go.
Yep.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if it was, so I've recently started hanging out with heroin and it's amazing. And my job is super getting in the way of me doing dope. So
Yeah.
I got to let the job go.
Because
Do you think that
this heroin's so awesome?
Do you think that in his brain, like if you posited to
No.
him, that he
No.
would be like, oh, I see the weirdness of both of those?
All right. So this person, again, he's a friend. He's a loopy fucking cunt. But he's a friend.
At the very least, he's loopy.
Yeah, he's loopy. But I do genuinely care about this guy. We've been close for like 12-ish years, maybe more. Actually, probably around like 15, 16, somewhere in there. The thing is, I'll leak a little bit more of this to you. Let's say another girl, not Amber, we'll call her Kelly.
Kelly, 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 Kelly.
Yeah, so he loses Amber, ends up with Kelly, who he met at work.
See? That's why you have to go to work, dude.
Yeah.
Because you may find your Kelly.
No, he met Kelly, got obsessed with Kelly, and in 2 months moved into her house and...
Was he a lesbian?
Yeah, basically. Infested Kelly's life. Kelly was so alarmed that she contacted Amber.
And was like, take him back, please?
No, she was like, Amber, please explain to this man that I want him out of my house. He's showing up at my daughter's high school now and begging her to have me take him back.
Oh, my God.
And then my friend contacts Amber and says, give her this list of reasons why she should be with me. If she can take off everything on that list, then I'll understand. But I need credible reasons.
The fact that you are still friends with this person or still consider this person, yeah, you're a goddamn saint.
I am nothing if not a patient motherfucker, boomer.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
I mean, you deal with me doing the show, so there's that part of it.
Oh, come on, you put up with me too.
But you're a delight.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you have such amazing priorities on friendship.
Yeah, I've got a colorful cast of friends.
You really do
sure.
have quite the menagerie of oddballs.
And I love every single one of them. I genuinely do.
You are the island, they are the misfit toys.
Oh, I
How's
love
that?
the island of misfit toys.
There you go.
And I love that there's a water gun that squirts jelly. It's like, just stop putting jelly in them. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, that's an easy fix.
That's
like
a
the
you
most,
thing.
Yeah.
That's a you thing.
Yeah.
He didn't need to be there, man.
No, he didn't ask for the jelly.
No, he was okay.
Yeah.
They should have made one with peanut butter. Then they could have been a thing.
How do you squeeze peanut butter, though?
I don't
We are
know.
so far afield right now.
So
Jesus
let's
Christ.
jump into some actual listener stories.
Okay.
How about we do that?
Let us. Do you want to go?
Yeah, I'll
You got
go.
one right there. You got one in the hole, don't you?
I got one locked and loaded.
All right, fire away.
All right, so this comes to us from one of our favorite people, Chef Hope.
Hey now, Chef Hope. We actually, coming up at the end of the show, we have a thing.
Oh, yeah, we do. We have a
do.
special
We
thing
do have a special
just
thing.
for Chef Hope.
Yes, we do.
Let's dig in. She says, I had a system at work where when you work 40 hours, you get 1 hour of pay time off, whether it was for sick time or vacation time, whatever.
Just regular PTO.
Yeah, every employee.
Take it, enjoy it.
Absolutely. So for every, this one employee had every 8 weeks that he worked, he would take 1 sick day, which is weird.
Yeah, especially because in a restaurant, 8 hours is not a work day.
Mhm.
That's like most of a day.
Yeah. So this is every 8 weeks, he took a day.
Right, because 40 hours in a week.
Yeah, I get it. But I'm just like, that's so, it's odd. Anyway, so.
An extra day off every 2 months is what that amounts to.
Yeah, it's just a weird choice for this guy. I don't know what he was doing.
But also, if you're working in a kitchen and you're only working 40 hours a week, you're living fucking good.
Yeah, that's a slow kitchen.
Or a properly staffed one?
Oh, that's
Question
true.
mark?
Oh, my goodness. Well, we'll not get into that. That's for another podcast, another day, another time. We sat down with him, she says, and we explained to him that he could just request a day off instead of doing the adamant, I'm sick every single 8 weeks.
Like clockwork. Like me, actually.
It's just really, again, this is so peculiar. So once he did it again after the talk, they asked him for a doctor's note, right? Like that's what comes next.
Like instead of just being like, bro, just take it. Take the
Just
day.
say you can't come in. You don't want to. I don't know. I'm not feeling it today. Like I just don't. I don't know. I'm feeling it.
That's almost like you're calling attention to something you didn't need to call attention to.
Exactly. Like what is going on?
It's like an overshare.
Like I buy a hooker every couple fucking.
I chop off the pinky toe
of
sex
slave.
workers
Yeah.
once every 3 months.
What are you doing? So the one day he brings in a note from the doctor's office, right?
Okay.
Because that's what they had asked for. Well, I'm guessing this fucker didn't think they would actually call. So
They'll never check in.
yeah, right? Lo and behold,
They did?
they did.
Wow.
And he doesn't go to that doctor and he was terminated next
oh my
day.
fucking Christ.
Like, dude, give your buddy's phone and have your buddy say, this is Dr. Hoovenstein's office.
What episode was it where we did the story about the guy who put down on his application all of the places that he worked, but he had his friends.
Yeah,
right,
he had his friends say that
pretend
I'm
that they were the manager.
I'm Dave and I'm the manager over at Seafood Shenanigans, or I'm the manager of the Big Cow Steakhouse. Yeah,
you could have done that.
You could have picked a friend.
If only this guy had listened to our podcast that didn't exist at the time that this happened to him.
Shit,
he
man.
absolutely would have been fine.
If you were a loyal fan, I might have let you have me call and say, I'm his doctor.
Ladies and gentlemen, a new feature for any Patreon, any level. Pixie and I will absolutely be your alibi for calling out for whatever malady you want us to.
I don't know. You have to tell us the
A
real
Karen,
reason.
A Karen, a Florida man, a Von Uppity, yes. All you do is you become a patron, a producer at any level, all right? And then when you want to take the time off, you email us and tell us, hey guys, I need to take this day off. This is why my boss is going to call you.
Yeah.
And we'll totally do it. 100%.
The
100
loonier, the
million,
better.
billion, trizillion %.
Like, I have to do jail time on the weekends.
Oh, weekend jail.
I actually had a friend
You
in
did.
Florida that
Of course,
did
because it's Florida.
jail on the weekends because he was an upstanding citizen and they didn't want him to lose his job. It was the most absurd thing. Like 3 months in jail, but only on the weekends. So bizarre.
That is one of the most Florida things that I may have ever heard. I happen to have a story here from a local listener in the coastal South Carolina region of the United States of America.
That makes it sound so patriotic.
Doesn't it? So this is from Julia.
Okay.
And-
Julia Gulia.
It's every single Julia. I feel so bad.
Because you immediately associate
That's the
it.
first thing. After that movie came out, ever since then, every Julia. in
Yeah.
the entire world is now Julia Gulia.
It's the same thing with Goodfellas. The Janice Rossi.
Or Karen.
Or Karen.
I hear the
yes.
voice.
Oh,
I
God.
hear Karen.
Karen.
Yeah. It's done. It's done
Yeah.
with. It's over. Sorry about your luck. It's how we live. So Julia writes, back when COVID first came out,
Mm-hmm.
like, its debut album,
And
the,
now,
the one before it got super commercialized.
what's about to drop is COVID. I guess it would be Corona. That would be when it started. The Rona.
My
Corona?
There you go. So back when COVID first came out, everybody was, nobody knew what was going on. Everybody had their own,
Take on it.
and everybody had their own policy. That nobody knew, like, do you isolate? Do you do it for 5 days? Do you for 7 days? Do you for 2 weeks? How bad is it? Do you have all of that? Nobody knew shit.
I just knew people like getting the beer in their fridge and putting the Corona on one side and then just pushing all the condiments and shit to the other
Oh my God.
and like hanging a mask off them. That's when it first started.
Oh my God.
It's true.
So because there was no real universally understood baseline for what to do, everybody did different stuff,
Yeah.
right? And so Julia said at my work, we had this very strange policy where they did not want us to take our temperatures
Mm-hmm.
or to speak about it if we weren't feeling well.
So much like the thing in
If you ignore it, it'll go away.
Never Ending Story, if it doesn't have a name.
Yep, don't give it a name. So,
The Nothing.
but if somebody did come down with it legitimately, they had to be away from work for, 10 days, she said. 10 days.
Okay.
Okay. So there was a server there whose name was Adam.
Okay.
And he had called out and said that he had gotten COVID. And so he was having to isolate
Yeah, that's
and
bad luck.
wouldn't be in for 10 days. I love this so much. I'm sorry. This is such a good
You're
story.
making yourself laugh over there?
I am. I'm looking at it. I'm just, okay. So, so Julia says he calls out everybody, obviously within that first day, is like, oh, did you hear? He has COVID. He has COVID. Julia writes, what he didn't think about is that everyone has the internet.
Oh, Jesus.
Uh-huh. The picture of him drinking with his friends on a boat
I'm on a boat, bitch.
was screenshot and sent to the general manager.
Ooh. Did Julia tattle on him? She
no,
totally
she didn't.
tattled.
She totally didn't. I have no reason to believe that she would do that because
Uh-huh.
it doesn't say that here.
Okay.
So I don't think that she did.
Julia, I think you totally tattled.
I don't think
It's
she
cool,
did.
though.
She probably
Just
doesn't.
between us girls.
Yeah. So it gets forwarded to the GM, who then
Nice.
confronts via the phone.
Adam,
Right. So I happen to see you
On
on
a-
Instagram
on a boat?
on a boat getting drunk or drinking, I guess. Adam's response to the GM was this, : all of the guys I was out on the boat with also had COVID. So because we
God.
were together, we figured that it was isolating since we were all sick. We never got off the boat or went anywhere. We were just driving around, hanging out.
Okay, so it's a DUI for one,
BUI.
or BUI, whatever.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he didn't get the police weren't involved.
But I mean, you're driving while intoxicated, and on top of that, why wouldn't you say something
Driving while
like,
contagious.
why wouldn't you say something like, I figured the alcohol would purify my system?
No, the waters of Lake Minnetonka are what fucking purifies people. All right? I watch Purple Rain at least once a year. I know this.
Oh my God.
So, next line of this, he was still fired.
Wow. I am shocked.
Apparently, that what sounds like rock solid science
Mm-hmm.
did not fly with the boss.
I mean, at least he came back with something.
He fucking balls on the kid.
Yeah, he tried.
Yeah.
He tried to do a thing.
Shoot your shot, player. That's what I say. Thank you, Julia.
Dream big. Thanks, Julia.
Thank you. We appreciate you.
Back to one of our most awesome of people
Okay.
who does their homework.
Homework.
Chef Hope sent us a couple more
God damn.
because she is on the fucking motherfucker. She's great.
Whose motherfucker is she fucking?
Well, that would be her husband, Chef Matt, but
Fair.
she's exposed to do that.
Yep.
So when you were talking about the whole social media thing,
I was.
that actually brought me to this one. So it's just kids, you don't think about these things. What's wrong with you? In our day, we didn't have this stuff. Thus, it was easier to lie.
Truth. Truth.
Chef Hope writes in, I had a girl one time text me that she was quote unquote sick and couldn't make it to work. She said she couldn't leave the bathroom. Oh, props to her for giving a little flavor to that. Little did she know, she forgot she added me on Snapchat.
See? It's the fucking internets, man.
Who the fuck uses Snapchat? Anyway, a few hours after she called out, I saw her at a beach with
See?
a bunch of her friends. She looked healthy and was drinking with all of them.
See?
I immediately text her with a screenshot of her shotgunning a beer on the beach
Nice.
and said,
Were there kittens involved?
no, there
Damn
weren't.
it.
So she sucks. But it's Chef Hope told her, you look really sick now. By the way, you no longer have a job.
Wah, wah.
You are terminated. So the chick comes in the next day and of like any just standard move is like, I have bills. And she cried and cried and cried.
Because of course she did. She sounds very basic.
But what I love about Hope, she didn't cave. She was like, you should have thought about that before calling out quote unquote sick.
She's a fucking female chef. She's fucking, you gotta be hard.
Dude, but some people don't. Some people just, I'm definitely one of them. I am so smushy.
You are.
I cave. And I love
You
her.
have friends that would like stalk women for 2 months and then you're still totally like, no, that's my guy.
No, I'm not like that's my
My
guy.
pal.
I'm just like, buddy, I'm here for you if you need me to help you out. I'm here. I'll talk you through it. I'll talk you off that ledge of possibly murdering her and wearing her skin. I'll be that friend. I'm that good.
Now, as a music guy myself,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you know this. I used to work in radio.
Kind of a big deal.
I was. But as a music guy, I love this one. I had an employee that requested time off. He was going to a really cool concert out of state, planning on driving back right after, which,
Not wise, buddy.
no, that's a rookie move. Rookie move.
Rookie.
A buddy of mine and I drove from LA to Vegas,
Damn.
right? And we gambled all night, got fucking super hammered, lost all of our money, wound up sleeping in his car in a Wendy's parking lot
Classy.
with the windows rolled up. So come like 1 o'clock in the afternoon in Las Vegas, it was like 400 degrees in the fucking car, which woke us up.
Ew.
Super dehydrated. Literally, like I said, lost all of our money. Did not have cash on us to get fucking anything to drink at Wendy's.
What?
We-
You could have asked him for water.
It's Vegas. They were like fucking, it was like fucking $2 or $1 or something.
$1 for the water in
Yeah,
Vegas?
Yeah, it's special water. So we then went to go and drive back to LA. So my buddy, being the good guy that he is like, hey, why don't you take this first leg and then I'll take the second leg.
Okay.
So he falls right asleep. I nod out at a stoplight, bump into a car in front of me. Fortunately, I was like going like 2 miles an hour, like coming up to the stoplight, and I fucking just went right out.
Woo.
Yeah, bumped him. My buddy slept the entire fucking way back.
Wow.
Car had no radio. I was driving through the fucking desert. Nothing. No sound. Nothing to talk to. My buddy's asleep. Nothing to listen to.
Spooky.
Right. That is what happens when you're like, we'll just drive back the next day.
It's like a bomb went off and you're coming
It's
back.
just so dumb. So dumb. So driving back the night of the big concert, so dumb.
Yeah, don't do that.
Unless you are on the tour bus and you have somebody who is driving you, you don't. Period.
Yeah.
You just don't. So anywho, we all suggested he takes the next day off because, hey, they're all chefs there and we know better.
Obviously.
Concerts involve drinking and partying hard, much like chefing. He said, no, I'll be at work. Don't worry about it. I'm a superstar.
Okay.
The day he was supposed to be back, he didn't show up, of course.
I am shocked.
We called, we texted, we reached out. 3 hours later, we get a response of, I fell asleep at a rest stop and my alarm didn't go off.
Huh, what a coinkydink.
So shocked. Couldn't see that coming. Here's the best part, because again, chefs are involved. We made him take a picture of himself at the rest stop holding up a sign that says, "I fucked up."
That's amazing.
He did. It was hilarious. He was written up the next day with a big "I told you so" from all of us. Didn't get fired, though.
No, because he fucking was able to prove he was at the goddamn rest stop.
Moral of the story, just take the extra day off, y'all.
Absolutely. Sage wisdom. One of my favorites.
Yes.
Seriously. One of my best favorites.
Mostest favorites.
Mostest favorites.
Break it down.
Is the people who call out. And this is a reason I respect, but they never tell you this.
Mm-hmm.
They call out because they're having sex.
Okay. All right. I'm glad you brought this up.
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, sex is great. Second of all,
Like, kudos for getting laid.
right. So I have, in my distinguished managerial career, had this discussion with my employees on multiple occasions. And it's this: I am pro my staff getting ass. Okay? I will back them. I will fucking talk people up for them. I will, whatever I can do to help them get laid, I'm all for it, man. Now, here's the thing. If they are off to go and jump on that pogo stick, all I asked of them is, if you're going to fucking call out because you're about to go get fucking laid, tell me. Be like, "Boomer, I can't come in. I am about to get some. It's probably going to be messy and fun, so I'm not coming in." What am I going to do? At that point, I'm going to go,
Well,
"Good for you." And, you know,
Wait.
you may get written up, but at the very least, you're giving me the right reason.
My stipulation is you do that shit like 24 hours in advance. You're thinking you might be getting some action.
No.
I would.
You're a woman.
I know if I am going out with the intention of getting laid or
Right.
not.
Guys, that's not a thing.
Oh, you all are idiots.
You don't know until that very second when you're like, "Oh my God, she's or he is going to sleep with me."
If my bra matches my panties, I'm going out to get laid.
No, if your bra matches your penis, you probably are getting laid because, again, woman, you control the cash box. Okay? It's the facts of life. So,
Oh.
again, like, don't lie to me and give me some, like, my grandmother died, and I find out, like, from you talking to somebody else, and I overhear, like, I was tapping that last night.
Yeah.
No.
Or that your bubby's kicking around, she's going to be coming into the restaurant.
Yeah. Didn't you die? Because that's the first thing I would say.
I swear he said you died.
I would absolutely be the guy that's like, you call out because, you know, a relative died, that relative shows up. I will absolutely be like, "Aren't you dead?
Yeah, I could have sworn she died.
What's it like coming back from the other side? Am I seeing you? Are you an apparition?
Are you Methuselah?
Why are you here? Do ghosts eat?"
They eat soup.
There
We
it-
learned this from Bob's Burgers.
That's true. That's very, very true. But so anyway, so that's actually, I have had that discussion with employees before.
That's fabulous.
If you're going to call out to get laid, just be like, "I'm calling out to get laid," and we'll leave it at that.
Yeah. I've had friends that I've known them to make all kinds of wild excuses. But the thing is, don't do it consecutively. Man, like, you take your piece and then you resign yourself to the fact that you're going to have to go into work.
Don't rub it into our faces that you're getting laid more than once, God damn it.
Exactly. Like, it's just got to be the once. And, you know, otherwise you try to schedule it around your fucking schedule. I mean, I don't know. Grease the wheels of whoever is making your schedule.
Grease the wheels. Well played.
But one of my favorites that I heard only recently, and I got this awesome little ditty from the YouTubes.
Oh, I've heard of them. We're on there
Yeah, we are.
at Service Entrance People. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, we have a little channel. We're uploading episodes.
We are.
However, this guy
There's no sex involved in them.
No,
Sorry. You
no.
can't do that on YouTube.
Well,
You can do that on Pornhub.
is that affiliated with YouTube?
I don't think so.
It might be. I don't know. This guy, though, was on there and he's calls his boss, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, my boss has heard every excuse he claims for why people can't go to work. So he puts it on speaker and the boss picks up and he goes, "Listen, it's very important I tell you this. I cannot come in today."
All right.
And the boss
And
is
why?
like, "Yeah, porque. Why? Why
But
can you
let
not?"
me tell you why.
His excuse was hilarious.
Waiting.
Alien women are abducting men with huge dicks. So I can't leave the house. It's not safe. Are you okay? He said it genuine sincerity. It was delightful.
First of all, congratulations on your giant penis.
I mean,
We're all very proud of you.
as one thing we know from the leftovers, the only proper response is, congratulations, sir.
Yes. But I can't. Like, I can't. There's no...
That's a creative excuse.
That's super creative, but that's also like the most odd fucking humble brag and like drawing attention to myself fucking thing ever.
I think it was delightful because he included an alien race of women.
Well, I've heard that alien races of women do look for that. That's why they troll parking lots for those huge pickup trucks with the big wheels so they know it's
the
him.
set of metal balls hanging off
down,
the back.
right?
Yeah.
Because that's directly proportional.
The pendulous nads off the fucking Ford pickup. Oh.
Wow.
You know what we should do?
I'm broken right now, so I don't know.
We should do a couple of those quick hitters that we were talking
Okay.
back and forth.
Yeah, because that's...
What do you have after that? I mean...
I got nothing.
We've only
So,
got more absurdity to follow.
I started off with the whole, I dyed my hair green by accident.
And now your nails are green.
Right.
And you can't come in.
Right.
Yeah.
There was a woman who apparently called out of work because she accidentally got on a plane.
How does one...
Nope.
How does one accidentally...
So there's...
Is she an airport hobo?
I would think so. Tom Hanks in that movie, The Terminal.
I've never seen that.
Neither have I. But it's
Okay.
about a guy who, like, a real guy who, like, lived in a fucking airport. He was a fucking
Weird.
Yeah, he was a refugee, and something got weird, and so he like lived in like fucking Charles de Gaulle fucking airport or something like that for like
Weird.
20 years. I don't know.
20 years?
Yes, it was
Holy
something crazy like
shit.
that. We'll have our fact checkers on it, and we'll
That's super
yeah.
bizarre.
Oh, speaking of fact checkers,
Yeah.
I was absolutely correct in my being wrong last week. And Zimbabwe is absolutely a landlocked nation.
I know.
So nobody was going off of the coast of it to abduct people.
I know.
I just want to throw that
I
out
thought
there.
you were being humorous.
No.
You genuinely thought Zimbabwe was
Well,
on the coast?
I said it, and then immediately after I said it, I thought to myself, that doesn't sound right, and that's
yeah.
because it wasn't.
Well,
Yeah,
we can't all be perfect except the Buddha.
that's true. But yeah, accidentally got on a plane. I don't know how ever, especially in this day and age, because
Yeah,
they don't
that's
just
like
let
a lot
people
of
on planes
security
anymore.
and TS
Yeah.
motherfucking A.
Yeah, that's not like,
That's not a thing.
I don't know.
I got one for you. I can't come in
Yes.
because a bat flew into my hair.
Now that happened to me once,
Never.
and I was scarred for days.
Days?
Yes.
What does one do when a bat flies into your hair?
You smack a tennis racket on your head as hard as you can to try to get that bat out, is what happens. I'm surprised you don't know this, Pixie.
Oh my God.
Although, don't hurt bats. They're delightful.
Well, I do. I love them. They're my favorite critter.
I do know of a guy who had to call out multiple days in a row due to his fish being unwell. Now,
Wait a minute.
yes,
Like,
Frankie the fish absolutely is swimming a little slow today. He may have a fever. I need to monitor.
He has ick.
I have to be on top of this in case he needs like CPR or something.
Don't get me wrong. We were just talking last week about how
right,
pets.
right.
and
Now,
I don't know how sentimental you fish people are, but
if one of the cat interns died, I would absolutely not go in for probably, I don't know, however many vacations days I have and sick days all combined right until the point that I would be terminated.
honestly, if one of the cat interns was sick, I wouldn't go in.
No.
Not if it was a severe sickness.
Right.
I mean, it's just a fish.
Any animal that you can flush down the toilet when they die,
Yeah, I feel like...
I don't feel like that's a proportional
And
response
don't get me
to
wrong,
call out.
I love reptiles. Like, I had salamanders for a number of years. Like, I want to say I had the pair of them for around 5 years as a kid, like a little kid. I took care of these things. Absolutely love them. When they died, I flushed them down the toilet, and there was like little to no emotion.
Yeah, because you can flush them down the toilet.
Exactly. I mean, it sucked, but you know. Anyway, I've got one for you. Dude can't come in.
Yep.
Right? The ozone. Not just the ozone, though. the whole of the ozone, the one in it,
Yes.
flattened all fucking 4 of his own tires, but nobody else's.
Well, I've heard about that. That's up there with the Jewish space lasers.
It just targeted this
It did.
one
It did.
patron
That's
and
a
was
thing.
like, I
That's
can't.
absolutely a thing. I read about that. I think it was in North Dakota. That's absolutely factual. Seen it happen.
I mean, I
Seen
guess
it.
they can't prove the hole in the ozone layer didn't go by this gentleman's house.
But at the same time,
Everyone on your street was fine.
totally.
Like, I feel that would have been reported.
Hey, man, random bad things happen to people sometimes. My last one, and I'll let you have the last word tonight, Pixie.
Thanks.
I can't come in. I have a gallstone,
That's severe.
but I am healing it holistically, so I will be out for a while.
So you're going to rub some essential oils on that, are you?
There's going to be geodes involved,
I'm drinking a lot of tea.
oils, absolutely incense,
Oh, yeah.
and some delightful Enya in the background.
Enya?
It's the only new age I could think of. It's been a day. So, yeah, I have to heal this gallstone holistically. I'll see you in 2 weeks.
Fabulous. I also hear growing dreadlocks will help with that. My last and final for this episode is that I can't come in because a cow broke into my house and I have to wait for the insurance man to come and tell me what I need to do next.
Now,
I hate when those cows break into my house.
here's the problem with that one.
Yeah.
That is such an easy one to be like, I would like to see that paperwork and verification, please. That's way too traceable. Well, I can't provide you with pictures of my house that this cow destroyed.
I
Why
feel
not?
like she just went nuts in her own house and then just brought her cow in and was like, and the fucking cow is in here. Like, it had to be the cow. I can't come in. The cow's in the house.
But again, that's something you could take pictures of and be like, see?
Cow in the house.
Yeah.
Cow on the couch.
Yeah, that's way, way, way too traceable.
I've seen people with horses in their house.
Well,
It's ridiculous.
there's a fucking Mr. Ed.
And with that, we wrap up episode 22 of Service Entrance People podcast.
Thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you. And a special thank you to our executive producers, Chris Moore and Chuck Cumberland, but also
We would like to thank our content producer, Chef
Chef Hope.
Yes, thank you very much for joining the team here at Service Entrance People. And you can do the same as well. Patreon.com/Service Entrance People. Become a producer at any level. You will get free stuff. You will get access to bonus materials. And if you are an executive producer, we will say your name just as we did right about 4 seconds ago with our executive producer.
if you don't want to commit fully to that, though, you can always just help out the show on PayPal at Service Entrance Peeps.
Be a peep. Do it.
Or you can email us a story, which we absolutely love and will take in exchange, and say your name as we read your story at serviceentrancepeople@gmail.com.
You can leave us a voicemail as well, 854-345-7721. Tell us your delightful stories. We love it.
Or message us on Facebook at Service Entrance People Podcast or on Instagram at Service Entrance People Pod.
Hell fucking yes.
Remember to leave reviews and rate us and share us. Share those links. Do the things. We need it. We need words.
And don't forget to go to our YouTube channel at Service Entrance People and check out the website service-entrance-people.com. That's so much. I am so fucking tired. Pixie, I think we did. So here we go.
I think we did. So here we go. I am cutting you off. Good night.
That is Boomer.
And I am Pixie. Adios.